This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Long ago, there was a website. It was green, and then it was black, and it had lots of memes, and literally all of them were stolen, and there were just recycled jokes, and it was terrible. And on that website, one user reigned supreme, as the shining example of how not to act on the internet, how to bring hordes of hate upon yourself, and how to mentally scar an entire generation. This is not his video. There existed another user, of smaller reach and with significantly less disturbing fetish material posted on their account. Like, I don't understand the appeal of lewd Pokemon drawings, but at least it's not Wonder Bread. That user was vilified by an entire website and eventually banned for life. What became of that user? None remain who know. Nah, I'm just kidding. Here's the entire history of Spirit. Welcome to The Absurds, my name is Gibby. In this episode, we will be discussing a figure who falls somewhere in the middle on the line of performance artist and actual maniac. Our subject today is Spirit, an internet user with a long history spread across the web who not many people know about. Spirit is an artist, a video game designer, a writer, a shoot poster, and someone who pushes the buttons of everyone he interacts with. The point of this video is not to mock Spirit, but merely to share him with the world. If you're wondering what a Spirit is, it's this. It's his avatar. This is his spirit animal. Spirit is an artist, and he is very, very good at drawing one thing, and that is drawing spirits. Spirit is obviously a very simple character to draw, which is what makes him so appealing. He has that general Kermit the Frog shape with very large eyes. And here we can see just how ridiculous he looks next to normally proportioned people. On the right you see some sort of anime girl. I wonder what her story is. And on the left there's a person in knight armor, and Spirit's holding a giant Final Fantasy sword. And there's just something humorous about seeing this bunch of characters together. These were all drawn by Spirit the person, not to be confused with Spirit the creature that this is. Although Spirit the person does roleplay as an actual Spirit. So Spirit draws a lot of things and he posts them on his Twitter account. Here we can see a drawing of the new girl in school. And the new girl in school is clearly a Spirit that has disguised herself as a person. Hello, I am not an alien. Call me an alien again, I'll bop you with my real human arms. He's not the most talented artist in the world, but he can certainly do better than I ever will. Y'all like your Spirits uncircumcised? I don't like that one. I'm gonna keep going. Oh god, here we have Spirit Plus, and that is that's the Super Crown from New Super Mario U Deluxe, and that's what made the Bowsette and Peachette memes. And I really don't want to see what Spirit turns into when he wears it, but I guess we're doing that. Oh, Lord Almighty, look at those calves. Got some really well-defined muscles, no toes though. Spiritet does not have any toes, that is canon, but he does have a very Amazonian, hourglass-shaped, very large-busted, but very short-armed aesthetic. He still has the Spirit eyes, of course, and wow, you can actually see the Spirit eyes inside the crown. I did not mention that before. So yeah, he just draws this kind of stuff. He also makes memes. I'm sorry, sir, but this is a Christian server, so no swearing. And obviously he just changed the head of a normal person into a Spirit. So I'm not the first person to make a video about Spirit. There was actually one person before me, but it wasn't posted to YouTube. Spirit first gained notoriety on the image-sharing website FunnyJunk and became one of its most infamous users. Not its most infamous user, that honor goes to someone else. Here are some clips from the world's first Spirit video.
I am Spirit. I'm really not funny and I should probably just leave. Considering how terrible my sense of humor is, I post Gardevoir porn as a reaction image to accompany my puns that make no f***ing sense. If it wasn't for the pokey tits, no one would find me funny, because I am obviously f***ing hilarious. Let's have a look at my YouTube channel so we can see just how funny I am.
I don't know about you guys, but I love singing to my cats. Wake me up and I can't wake me up and save me.
Remember kids, I am Spirit. Keep thumbing me up because I post Pokemon titties. I am Christ. You are my disciples. Follow me into the abyss, for I am your leader and you are my sheep.
I am Spirit.
So Spirit is quite the character, and the things he tweets out are just those nice, absurd things that we love. You know, Merry Christmas on December 5th. Why my poop yellow? If you're normal, then you're also average. Me, when my dad tried to stop me from eating the rats in the basement. A baby spirit is called a spurt. Oh, here, now he's going to talk about the novel that he's working on. He says, "So I'm writing a spirit novel, and this song just told me how I shall end it, and it's Hurt by Johnny Cash. Even though I know that song very well, I have absolutely no idea what that means for the end of his novel." Now, he's going to talk about his novel a bit more now. Here's artwork from it. "I'm working on concept art for my novel after the one I have finished, but I've been procrastinating on publishing because editing." Part of me is like, I hope the novel's actually well written, but another part of me is like, you know what? I really hope the novel's written like he writes his tweets, like totally in character. I don't know which one I want more. Here is the art of my second novel. And it's some naked spirit woman, some very, very thick spirit woman, missing an arm, some legs, and she's lying in bed. He then explains in the next picture, it says in the corner, explaining what happened on the previous page, and it looks like an Alaskan bullworm, and it's biting off her arm while she's standing on some sort of mountain holding a staff like Goku's, and also you can see the real spirit's thumb in the corner. It's my birthday. If you're that guy or girl who pushes people's face into a cake when the birthday guy or girl is blowing out candles, then don't go to any more birthdays ever. You want to talk about something, Spirit? Does something happen at your party? I like hard-boiled #eggs, but the shells are hard to chew. I think I'm stuck. I'm going to the doctors. Oh, here we have Donald Trump's Spirit. He draws spirits like he draws spirits as random reaction images because, again, it's such a simple template. And he's very good at drawing them. So whatever the context is in a conversation, he can just draw a new spirit and just throw that into the mix. Like happy, sad, whatever we need a spirit to look like. So here we have Donald Trump's Spirit. Top secret, and I believe, let me zoom in, yeah, that's the Navy SEAL copy pasta. Girls with chicken legs should have their hamstrings called tendies. When you are home alone, no one can tell you not to eat a baked potato in the shower. We only have too much time on Earth. Why spend it betting angry when you can spend it pissing off people for lols? I ate all my vegetable. So this is just a wide variety of things that he's tweeted out. I sincerely want you to follow him on Twitter, and I will explain why later. Eating an egg is nice. Eating an egg with a friend is nicer. But never eat a friend. None of you are allowed to draw spirits. Only I can draw spirits. If you draw spirits, I will call the police. And then this is Spirit in a police car. He must have broken the law. Anyway, so Spirit has commissions like any good artist. Commissions are open. $1 for black and white, 2 for color. I will draw literally anything. #art, #commissions, #blessed, #coloring, #drawing, #SL. I am fairly certain that whatever you would ask him to draw, he will only draw it as a spirit. But you can try. Anyway, I've known of Spirit for a long time. I don't know him in person, and my interactions with him have been very limited, but I've known of him for a long time. And the reason that I decided to make this video is because of a very recent tweet that he put out. 100 followers, and I donate $100 to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is currently doing their thing where they ask for donations at the top of their page. And it's become a meme that people want to give Wikipedia money, and I guess Spirit is jumping on that. So I actually want him to reach 100 followers, and then tweet the proof that he's given $100 to Wikipedia. Because I think that would be funny. And he is exactly the kind of absurdist performance artist that would do that, and if we can get him to 100 followers, and he actually does it, it means he's the real thing. He's actually doing this for the sake and the love of his performance that he's putting on as Spirit. And if he chickens out and doesn't do it, then it means he's just some loser on the internet. He currently has 14 followers, and I believe we can get him to 100. A few weeks ago, I made a video about an internet user named Spirit, who's made quite a name for himself on several small websites across the web. He's an artist, a writer, and an all-around troll who doesn't care what people think. I left it up to the viewer to decide whether he was a master of comedy, who only did things for his own amusement, or an actual delusional loser. In that video, I mentioned that Spirit claimed he would donate $100 to Wikipedia if he got 100 followers on Twitter. At the time of that tweet, he had 14. I said if he actually reached 100 and went through with it, it would cement him as an internet legend. Then, this happened. Spirit hit 107 followers on January 2nd, and on January 3rd, the absolute legend, the absolute mad lad, actually donated the money. I can honestly say I didn't expect this to happen. I didn't think we'd get him to 100 followers, and I didn't think he'd actually do it. But he did. Spirit is a cool guy who doesn't afraid of anything. He's the kind of person we should all aspire to be like. Spirit is one of us. But what will this mad lad do now that he's gained all of this power? I have no idea. Like really, Spur is clearly an internet mastermind, and obviously he has something good up his sleeve, or in the pipeline, or whatever that metaphor is. So you should stay tuned for more Spirit. Yesterday, January 21st, was not just Martin Luther King Day, but it was Draw a Spirit Day. That is the day that Spirit decided that drawing spirits is now legal. In fact, he asked all of his fans and followers to draw their best spirits, and he would judge them, and he would give the best drawing the Golden Spirit Award. So I'm going to go to the hashtag, and I'm going to look at all the best spirits that were posted there. Hashtag Draw a Spirit Day. First, we have Ian Splicer. T-pose to a Spirit dominance. Simply amazing. Ian also uploaded the Trust Nobody Not Even Yourself meme with 2 spirits, one of them holding a gun to the back of the other's head. Then, last from Ian, we have Anchor Arms, Handsome Face, and Baby Leg Spirit, each with their own muscular features. Jenny Lavender posted a spirit with some nice colors in the background and some smaller spirits, and I wouldn't really call this a rainbow, but it's definitely some bright and colorful stuff. I like that one, it's cute. You entered the wrong neighborhood, kiddo, Max Chavez says with his disturbingly proportioned and quite muscular spirit. Looks like he's doing the Kaioken or going SSJ2. And then we come to my first submission. I decided to draw myself as a spirit. I got my little hat and my beard and my goatee. And this was my first of 3 submissions for Draw a Spirit Day. I wanted to just get the general shape down first, so I only drew this spirit from the neck up, or the head up. They don't really have necks. Paper Shaper created a 3D model of a spirit doing a T-pose. We then have my second submission, Darth Spirit. This was my attempt to draw a full body spirit, and I wanted to give him a Darth Vader helmet, which was actually quite difficult because it's designed for a human head and not for a spirit head. So I had to figure out how the helmet would be shaped around Spirit's eyes. Peekaboo made a cute little spirit and signed it in the top left corner. He's just sitting there, smiling. And then we have my third submission. It's actually based on my Overwatch OC that I drew for one of my Chris Chan Dimensional Merge videos. This is my OC, so when the Dimensional Merge happens, this is who I will be fusing with. I drew him as a spirit, he has the exact same powers, and he also has a spike tail, and he also wears a hat. And finally, we have the winner of the first annual, inaugural, and yes, it is annual, because there will be another Draw a Spirit Day later next year. And the winner of this inaugural Draw a Spirit Day is Piccini Fillini, a very famous artist from the Chris Chan community, if you know who Helena is. She drew a beautiful plaid spirit, both with spirit eyes and cute little dotted eyes. And Spirit decided this would be the winner and congratulated her and gave her the Golden Spirit Award. If you want, you can check out all these submissions on the hashtag Draw a Spirit Day, and you can follow Spirit on Twitter at SpiritB. You have 1 year until the next Draw a Spirit Day, so if I were you, I would start practicing now. I do this every year. Every year in January, Spirit announces Draw a Spirit Day. The winner this year is going to get some sort of cash prize. I believe it's $150. The deadline is January 17th, 2022. Every year I give it my best shot, and I've never won. But this year is going to be different. Back in April 2020, Spirit published a book, Spirits Hunting a Chicken, and I promised I would make a review out of it. So I wrote that review, and then I needed visuals to go in the background, so I started drawing key scenes from the book so that the audience would have something to look at. And 2 years later, I am still not done. Whoops! What you're seeing now are my amazing drawing skills. I used the touchscreen on my Samsung Chromebook to draw them, and my program of choice was the video game Broken Picture Phone, because Chromebooks don't have Photoshop or even MS Paint. Honestly, there's a lot of good features on this stupid online game, and it actually makes it very easy to draw with. So this year, I am determined to win the contest, because I have 2 years worth of experience drawing spirits, and I don't have to rely on the touchscreen of my Chromebook. Now I can actually use Photoshop on my PC. Why is that? Because this video is actually a review of the cheap Chinese brand tablet that I am no longer obligated to have on my channel and is not actually sponsoring this video. Okay, out of the box, my initial impressions are that the pen is good. It is a very good pen shape. I made this masterpiece in Broken Picture Phone. This is Chudzo. He is one of my Spirit OCs. I then whipped up a new, professionally drawn Chudzo in no time flat, and now I am ready to win the Spirit drawing contest. Let me know if any of you are planning on entering the Draw a Spirit Day contest. He's also not sponsoring this video, he's just my buddy, so you can check him out on Twitter or YouTube.
Gibby, I found you out. I figured out your secret. I know where you've gotten all those femboys from, and I'm going to reveal it right now on today's episode of Spirit Theory. Guys, I've come up with a revelation. Is Gibby running a cross-dressing ASMR channel? All right, so as you can see, we've got a picture of Gibby ASMR here. You know, she's wearing a beanie and she's always got a cloth in her background of her room. What is she hiding back there? Who knows? But here's regular Gibby imposed on top of her. And now, as you can see, their faces almost line up. All right, now a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, but they got different skin tones. Well, let me tell you something. Foundation. All right, let me tell you something else. I forget. Now let's take a look at Gibby's eyebrows right here, okay? You notice how he has very well done and very squared away eyebrows too? Well, she has the same style of eyebrows. The rabbit hole just went deeper. Bill Clinton looks like he straight up used to look like Gibby from iCarly. Holy shit, is Gibby Bill Clinton? So, there's Gibby's restaurant. Gibby is the name of the secret restaurant in the Ridge High School basement, run by Gibby and I Open a Restaurant. There's an actual restaurant named Gibby's in Montreal, Quebec. Is Gibby Canadian too? What the fuck, Gibby? You can't be president if you're from Canada? That's against the law. Holy shit, guys. Gibby's is real. It's a real restaurant. It's in Canada. Gibby is running a Canadian restaurant where he also cross-dresses ASMRs, used to be the president, and damn, that looks like a good steak. I just had a realization. It's a restaurant ran by a femboy. And if you think about it, that means that Gibby's it's really just been femboy Hooters this whole time. I know now that you're running a presidential femboy Hooters outside of Canada, and I want in.
So what's up, YouTube? It's me. I got Gibby here.
What's up, YouTube? It's Gibby. I got Spirit here. I'm very honored to be in his presence finally, after all these years.
This is made by English Otter, because English actually read the lore.
Yeah, he's read the book too?
Yeah, I think he's gotten to Chomp.
Oh, okay.
And he said
Like
everyone's a twat except for Chomp.
I like this drawing. I kind of wish that his man skirt extended down to his privates, but
Yes, his penis is hanging out. This was made by Shreka. I think it's Shreka.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Eldritch Abomination Spirit. So there's the main character Sporp with Ding Ding. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You got Sporp. She's got like the little crystal in her staff.
Yeah, it makes it grow, and then Ding Ding's got his what's the magic called that makes him grow the crab claw?
Soul Guardian is what the spirits call it. And the Fitsune call it a tail. The spirit you don't tell your mom about. Yeah, this was
Wonder Bread Dome. That's good.
They have to go fight Murlogic.
They really stitched this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, who made this?
It was their name is Sarah. Here's I forget who drew this. Yeah, it was Chrome Dragon. He's a FJ indie dev. Here's El Dibs. Gulliver's Travels Spirits. Yeah, Spirit's got that kick though.
Yeah.
El Deeb is one of the people who have drawn Rule 34 featuring spirits.
Yeah, I can kind of tell that they're a Rule 34 artist.
You
can
can
just giving it away. I don't know what.
This is my least favorite one. Not because of the art, but because of Spirit Chew.
Okay, you're gonna have to go through them all again. I'm gonna vote for my favorite. I know this isn't gonna count because the voting's already done. Chudzo's obviously like the winner, but like I can't take the prize, so we're gonna be voting for second place here.
El Deeb is the winner though.
I mean, okay, this is the internet we're talking about. Okay, I'll give him that.
Well, also he's got like 50,000 followers on Twitter, so he just posted it on his Twitter. He got 112 votes. With the tapestry one coming in second by Sarah. Shreka, the mutant spirit, got third place. Yeah, I'm hoping next year I can get like a ton of applications.
And that was half a decade of Spur. From humble beginnings as a poster on Funny Junk with 14 Twitter followers, Spur now has carved out an identity for himself, posting comedic YouTube videos. Gaining 669 Twitter followers, he's released several alpha builds of his video game, completed his novel, and even had that novel reviewed and critiqued by a big YouTuber. That's me! That video comes out next week. If you're going to follow Spur, just keep in mind he does post NSFW content and is very politically incorrect. But if you can stomach that, he makes a wonderful addition to our growing roster of the absurds. This video was made with the support of my backers on Patreon. A link to my Patreon is in the description below, and I also have channel memberships available. I would never ask that anybody who doesn't have disposable income donate to my channel, or any YouTuber really. If you're under 18, if you have student loans, there's no reason for you to give money to people who make videos on YouTube. But I would very much like to shout out those people who do allow these videos to get made. Klaus, Eliza, Halmar, Lauren, Morgan, Nan, Rhiannon, Rosebud, Scott, Sophie, Thomgata, Am Hidden, Haley, Jinx, Jose, Just That Spark, Rolo, Shadowmaster, Tanner McCoolman, and Genie. Thank you for watching. Be sure to be nice to each other in the comments. Consider supporting the creators you admire. And never lose sight of the things that are important to you.